I had recorded another material as my opinion editorial for the week. The assassination attempt against President Trump has occurred, and no, I cannot remain in silence. We have officially reached the point of no return now that, for the first time in history, there have been 3 attempts on the life of the President of the United States. Moreover, they show no respect for other human lives since there were several pregnant women who were at the scene. It is a great mistake to keep saying both political sides need to stop or political violence this or that. Political violence always comes from one side only. Let's remember some recent cases. Charlie Kirk, in Germany, 6 conservative candidates were eliminated 40 days before the September 25 elections. Miguel Uribe, pre-candidate, was assassinated in Colombia. Fernando Villavicencio, pre-candidate in Ecuador, was assassinated in 2023. Shinzo Abe in Japan was gunned down. Bolsonaro, president of Brazil, suffered attacks, and I could name many more. There are 2 factors in common here. The attacks are always directed at right-wing politicians, and they are always carried out by people on the left. In addition to a significant mental health crisis, it is necessary to highlight the continuous and progressive indoctrination taking place in colleges. There are no isolated cases. Every day, more people report having changed universities or even dropping out of the studies because they face this unsustainable situation. Another of the most disturbing things is that almost a year after the murder of Charlie Kirk, the lesson has not been learned. Once again, people on social media are celebrating the attack, like the preschool teacher wishing the attempt hadn't failed. And why not also mention the miserable behavior that many had toward Erica Kirk, who unfortunately had to relive everything that happened to her husband Charlie Kirk, and who has non-stop being harassed by so many in the midst of her mourning. At this point, the Democratic Party can perfectly be considered the center of domestic terrorism in the United States. For years, they have been calling for violence and sowing the ground for it. Now they wash their hands for it and pretend not to assume any responsibility for everything they have done. What has happened here is very clear. An unacceptable event that must have severe consequences for its perpetrators and those who are co-responsible. The United States cannot, under any circumstances, be the cradle or even a promoter, actively or passively, of structured violence like this, which has come with the firm purpose of silencing and eliminating everything that opposes them or even dares to differ from them. God bless America.